Good evening, one and all. How are you all doing today? नमस्कार, नमस्कारम, वणक्कम, ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? कैसे हो आप सब? Good evening, Atul. Good evening, Vijay Raghavan. Lucky Sinha, hello. Good evening, Rikisha Kriplani, Spurti, Mohammad Meraj Khan. Namaskaram. Hello, Harvinder. Good evening, Venkatesh. Good evening, MNVK. Jay Jagannath Kuna. Namaskar, Parveen. Akhil. Aneem Psych Anemi. Sonu, good evening. Vivek Yadav, good evening. Khushbu, good evening. Hi, Eta. Hi, Nawaz. All right, people. So basically, good evening, good evening. Hello, sir. ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವು, Rohit? I'm fantastic, people. Thank you for asking. All right, Harish. Good evening from Bengaluru. Valsal N. All right, nice to know that, Venkatesh. I was watching your polity video. All right. Atu aloo ka paratha. Aloo ka paratha. Okay. Hello. I'm a CS aspirant. When to start preparing? We'll be discussing that today. Today we are not going to study anything, but today we are basically going to talk about what to prepare, how to prepare, etc. Those things we will be discussing today. All right. That is the purpose of today's class, basically. That if I start preparation from today, from scratch, when should I give my first attempt? In 26 or 27? Worry what? First of all, Mr. Worry what or Miss Worry what, change your title. Don't actually add anything in your name. Even for a joke, don't add any negative words. Worry what, sad prince, broken girl, a broken boy. Don't ever use, even if it is for an online profile, don't use any words which is having a negative connotation, because you will attract that energy into your life. It doesn't harm, right, to actually call yourself a warrior, to actually call yourself the hero, to actually call yourself lone wolf or lone lion, lone tiger. Call yourself anything. Call yourself anything, but only what is positive. All right. All right, people. So basically, why have we kept at such a short notice? Why have we kept this? So always there is this concern among many students that is self-preparation. Through self-preparation can we prepare, etc., which I have addressed multiple times. You can, through self-preparation, you can actually crack any exam in this country. To be very honest, because this is the age of internet. Come on, let us all be very honest here. And as far as UPSC is concerned, yes, if you're doing your self-preparation, you will have to start with the NCERT. But this again, you need not worry, because if you're visiting PW only IAS website, you can download all the NCERT compilation from there. Correct? And on top of it, today, we have launched now the NCERT web series for free in the same channel. We have already done with geography, and we have started with polity. Okay? So today, polity's first video got uploaded. The second video will get uploaded on Thursday. So every Tuesday and every Thursday, you're going to get NCERT videos of all the major subjects: history, economics, geography, environment, polity. You're bound to get. So your NCERT gets done. Then, like I told you, reverse engineering. Go through the last 11 years question paper, that is 2013 to 2024. Segregate the questions based on the topics. That is, which topic has been asked the most, which topic has been asked the least. And then start preparing for, be it for your GS or be it for your optional. Now again, some very intelligent people were telling, this famous academy in Delhi, they told you shouldn't do that, or this is not the way to prepare. You should start from the basics. Well, that is what every academy will say, because only then their business will go on. And again, always we are also blamed. PW only IS also unfortunately is blamed that we are part of this big bad coaching mafia. Now with my face, I know I look like a villain. I know that very well. But when it comes to Alex sir's face or even Sumit sir's face, I don't know how can even people think about such a scenario. Because I'm being very serious here. That is, preparing all this, you can do it by yourself, provided you are consistent in your preparation. You put up a proper timetable. You stick to the timetable no matter what. Then you can do this. Otherwise, then you need to think about what? Coaching. If you're not somebody who can actually maintain a proper timetable, segregate it out and plan it out. Okay, within these many months, I'm going to cover this topic. Within next set of months, I will cover the next set of topics. If you're not able to do it, then the best next alternative is what? Going for coaching. But coaching, again, the next question comes, the cost. That is always a huge issue. Correct. And cost is where you need to analyze two things. What price are you paying and what are you getting in return? Because you need to ensure that you're getting quality faculties. At Prayagraj, I told, I am the best. I work with the best to give my best. I mean it in every sense of it. And in here in PW, we are the best. We give the best. We work with the best to give you the best. There will be no compromise on quality, even though these are the prices of our courses. In other words, the purpose of this particular video or coming live is to make an announcement. Owing to Independence Day, we are actually offering up to 61% off for our batches, Titan and Pinnacle, which we will be launching shortly. The new batches. So if you're aiming for 2026, you need to pay just 8,999 for the entire GS and CSAT. This is all that the amount that you need to pay if you're planning for 2026. If you're planning for 2027, yes, basically this Pinnacle is meant for those students who still have 2 years of college to be completed. So you don't want your college and your preparation to clash with each other, then I would recommend you to go for this, because it is stretched out syllabus. We stretch it out over 2 years. We do it very peacefully and very calmly so that you also don't have to feel the rush. The others who are in a situation of, okay, do or die, I want to crack the service, there is no more monkeying around, I need to clear it in the first go, Titan is your answer. Got the picture here? Now again, there will be a confusion. That is okay. What will we get under this? Well, first of all, you will get live plus recorded lectures. For those of you who are working out there, or maybe you're working professionals, or you are basically busy with your college, it is not necessary that always you'll be able to attend the live lectures. You can access them in the recorded version also. CSAT classes will be held. Weekly current affair lectures will be there. That is, this is apart from the weekly current affairs. The weekly current affairs that comes in YouTube. Apart from that, you will have another weekly current affairs. Again, it will be taken by me only. Like I always told you, free is free. But when you pay for it, when I take the current affair class, it will be slow and I will explain it in detail. Whereas in weekly current affairs, the focus is on covering maximum news in the limited time. In weekly current affair class, what you take up over here, we will be discussing topics in detail. Clear? You will be having answer writing classes. Daily MCQs plus a mains question will be provided so that both prelims as well as mains coaching takes place simultaneously. Also, we will provide you with regular doubt sessions where you can ask your doubts and get it cleared. Got the picture here? In addition to this, obviously, optional courses, etc. will be launched also. Optional courses, most of them are in the English language. Hindi plus English. So I take the optional public administration. Those of you are only interested in it may join it. The course, the next batch will start from November. Apart from that, for Pinnacle batch, as of now, I am teaching polity and governance. Got it, people? So this is the most important announcement that we had to bring it in front of you today. Clear? So that is the idea. I am BE first year student. When should I start, sir? Please tell, sir. You can start now. Which month current affairs is required? Which month current affairs? MFA travel documentary, you can start from 1 year. That is, if you are giving in 2027, you can start from 2026 April or May. Rikisha Kripalani. I am a Triton batch student. I want to ask you some doubts regarding PABAD and other things. Okay. Rikisha, what you can do is 1 minute. You may reach out to me. Over here. 5 lectures in the NCERT series in a week. 5 lectures as of now. I will try communicating and seeing. Let's see what will work out. But 2 we can guarantee you. I want to join PW for UPSC. Vaishnav, if you're planning to join, then this is the phone number 807 117 4446. You can note down this number. You can make your query there. Again, see, understand here, we are not selling any course here. You do your homework, you inquire everywhere, you find out what is the quality, etc. Then take a call. Got the point here? Engineering, so my willing is to become IAS. Can I enroll in Praram 2028? Yeah, you can. Praram also you can join. Not a problem. Exam in 2026. If I start serious study from now, will I be able to clear it, sir? See, that is the point here. If you're able to do it all by yourself, maintain strict discipline, you can do it. I can write my exam only in 2029. When can I start? Maybe from next year you can start. Or even if you start now, it won't be a bad idea. It is just that you can finish off your syllabus and start focusing on answer writing after that. If I start my preparation today, will I be able to crack the exam through self-study? TNPC Rockley. When are you planning to give your attempt? TNPC Rockley. And anything. But I'm willing strongly to become IAS. Should I read from today, which helps you for exam after 4 years? See, those of you are in your first year of your college, you can start with, like I told you, you can start basically from our NCERT series. This you can do. This work you can do. This you can complete. Anybody who is in first year, this work you complete. Aram se sit and do it. Can I read monthly magazine instead of reading daily current affairs? UPSC ambition, what you can do is visit the newspapers. Go through the newspapers. Don't take down any notes. And then, like you said, follow the monthly current affair compilation. What's your opinion about Merchant Navy? Merchant Navy, I used to work in Merchant Navy. What is the field that you're planning to go into? Is it the nautical science field or the marine engineering field? What happens if I doesn't clear? You'll have to give an attempt again. As simple as that. Is preparing for only UPSC good idea if I am focused? Hari Satvik Mallavarap. Focused and disciplined. Only then, see, only if you're focused and disciplined, you should get into anything in life. That is the ultimate reality. Only if you have focus and only if you have discipline, there is any point in doing anything in life. Yes, I left Merchant Navy. I was a marine engineer. I worked for 1 year with Singapore government before UPSC came and bit me. Nautical science is a good field. Very good in payment. You can keep traveling around the world. So those are the advantages. But the disadvantage will be you will be away from home. That is the thing. And if anything risky happens, like for example, if a pollution incident or anything happens, nautical science, when you talk about, the captain will be the first person to get arrested. So that is what it is. This is my first attempt for UPSC. We just have to read current affair now or remember them. Vaishnavi, just keep reading it, you will remember. I am fantastic. Good evening, Akanksha. BA on economics, should I change? I'm not good at maths. If you're not good at maths, change it. Is it advisable to start preparing at 30? When is your last attempt? Nah. It was just that I was so crazy about IPS. No, I didn't clear. I missed it by 19 marks. Okay, Rohit. Nice to know that. If you start from scratch, when should I change? When should I give my attempt? 20, 26 or 27? That will again depend upon how well you are prepared for the attempts. That will depend upon it. How focused you are. Yes, after the NCERT series, you can go to the standard books. Shubham, you will be anyway provided with the PDF. I mean, the notes, whatever I made. As you can clearly see for the NCERT series, I have made it all in color diagrams. You can use that. So you can use that as your notes. Read the textbook and refer the small flowcharts and diagrams, whatever I have made. Part-time job for political science, I'm not so sure. I'm not aware of it. Please say daily how many hours of class are taken. That details, unfortunately, I don't have. I'm not privy to that information. Currently, I'm doing MSc. Nimma contact number shogate nanu nimage Insta nalli message maditini. Okay. English as an optional subject. What is the strategy for English literature? The same thing, Mr. KR21 Shukla. The same strategy for English literature. English literature, the only problem is it is not easy to find a academy or even a faculty to actually assist you with your preparation. So the only strategy for that again is, like I told you, reverse engineering. Visit the last 10-11 years question paper. See from which sections maximum questions have come. Study on those. Find out which are the books, standard books for it. Prepare accordingly. Salary when I was working with marine engineering. Starting salary at that point, I used to get 60,000 rupees around. 50 to 60,000 I was making. No, I'm not an IIT and I passed out from Cochin University of Science and Technology, BTech Marine. Indian language paper, you need not worry. You just need to go through the last 10 years question paper. If you go through, you will easily understand it is up to 10th standard level only. So it is not actually a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal if you are very weak in the Indian language, or even if you're very weak in English, then it will become an issue. So just visit the paper and see. And again, you need to score some 25% marks only out of the total. You need to read science also. So that is the reason, like I told you, in our NCERT series, we've already in PW only IAS website, already we have the subjects of history, geography, science, environment, polity, economics. It is already available there. So you can download it from there and follow it. My family is against UPSC, but my dream is UPSC. What to do? You are the deciding factor of your own life. You need to take a call here. How to start my UPSC preparation if you are studying in second year college? Again, the same answer. Start with the NCERT series. I agree. This is an English channel, so we cannot use Hindi here, unfortunately. Indian Navy Short Service Commission in Hydro Executive Branch or Pilot Air Traffic Controller, which to choose. I am sorry, about Indian Navy, I have no clue. I worked for the Merchant Navy, Commercial Navy. There is a difference between the two. NCERT YouTube series every Tuesday and Thursday. Make videos for first year BTech students. That is the video. That is what I told you. NCERT web video series. That is what you need to follow. Is it necessary to take notes for your NCERT polity series? Not necessary, Mr. Pichapillai. How to prepare for CSAT? Practice. Hayat Khan. Take the PYQs and start practicing. When do I start preparing and confused between management and public administration? I think I saw your question. Management and public administration, visit the question paper, visit the syllabus, and then decide. Management, again, I don't know how many faculties are out there who can teach that subject. Maybe in Delhi you may find it, but that may turn out to be a little on the expensive side. If you're okay with public administration, then I would suggest you to pick up public administration, not because I am teaching it, but obviously because getting faculties for public administration is far more easier than going behind management. Even that matters. Getting the point. You should have a very high level of interest to actually forego coaching from a faculty or somebody reviewing your answers. If you're very focused on your optional, you're very interested in it, then it will work out. Otherwise, it's like a very big challenge. Anthropology is good as an optional if you like it. Which book is best for PubAd optional? There are multiple books actually. But if for my students, I only recommend one book, Mohit Bhattacharya's New Horizons of Public Administration. I don't recommend any other book other than that. Because the purpose of sitting in my class should be that you don't have to go behind multiple books again. You only refer one textbook and you refer my notes. That's it. I don't recommend more than one textbook at all. Whatever it is. Paper 1, it is entirely that. Paper 2, I don't recommend any book. Because I am covering it. I'm covering it in the class. I don't recommend any book. I already told you that K. Shivakumar, I don't have the information to it. With Pinnacle, at least I know it will be going a little slowly. With Titan, I'm not sure. Pinnacle, we know it is probably they will have 1 or 2 classes only in a day. Because it is in 2027. We need not rush anything. We will take it very slow there. But Titan, obviously, the number of classes will be more than compared to Pinnacle. It is just a language. Whoever is asking about regional language or English, it is just a language at the end of the day. It is not about whether you are going to write it in English or regional language. The language part doesn't matter over there. All these are just fake news, which is being spread by people who have got nothing to do with UPSC. That is only if you know English language, you will clear. If you write it in regional language, you will not clear. Nothing like that. Whichever language you are comfortable in. It is not for the language that mark is given. It is for that idea. Whether you have answered the question according to its demand. Only that is the concern there. 1 year is more than enough. I already answered that, Sai Kanim. How to manage UPSC with engineering? UPSC with engineering is pretty simple. So engineering, again, you have around 8 semesters, correct? 8 semesters are there. Obviously, you will have your semester exams as well as internals. Then you will be having your assignments. And towards the last year, probably you will be having your project work and placement. All of that will be there. So obviously, the idea here is whenever the college work increases, you will have to bring down your UPSC preparation. Because for preparing for UPSC, you should not end up getting low marks for your engineering. That will be a suicide. Focus should be on engineering, keeping UPSC on the side. So especially if you take up an online class, like I told you the advantages, even if you're not able to attend all the live classes, especially when you're having your internals or semester exams, it is always better that you go for the recorded lectures. Yeah, if you love the subject PSIR, I would seriously recommend you to take PSIR as the optional, because that is the most important thing. Worry what I told you already. Whether if you start from scratch, whether you will be able to clear or not in 2026, that will highly depend upon your abilities there. Your grasp over many things, whether you are done with your optional. Because earlier, back in those days when I used to prepare, there was a considerable gap between prelims results and the mains results. Or between prelims and mains, you had time period. Those days are gone. So to be very honest today, it is always better that only if your entire mains is ready, that is GS 1, 2, 3, 4 plus optional plus essay, only if this is ready, I can guarantee that, okay, there is a 50-50 chance that you may clear it. If this is not ready, your optional is still not done, paper 1 or paper 2, nothing is done, then you will probably only crack the prelims. There is no way, by any stretch of imagination, are you going to crack the mains. I guarantee you that. You have to be ready. You have to be ready with 11 years PYQs of all these subjects. GS 1, 2, 3, 4, your optional and your essay. Only if you have done all of this, you have a remote chance of clearing. Competition is tough, people understand. For 2029, take it slow. Absolutely. Nikita Avanapu. So basically, my favorite lot, that is the people who are trying to do juggle between multiple things. Working professionals. See, one of the biggest myths surrounding UPSC again is if there is a full time aspirant, this is what many people will say. This is their logic actually. If a full time aspirant is spending around 12 hours, and as a working professional, you are hardly giving 2 hours, therefore, this person will clear, you won't clear. This is the illogical logic that they are putting forward. And I have always told you, it is never about the hours. If your coaching is done, you already have all the material, everything with you. All you need is revision. And for that revision, even if you're doing 2 hours in a day, that is more than enough. But you're a working professional. You don't even know ABCD about UPSC, but you badly want to crack it. I would seriously suggest, please consider PW only IAS. Because live, like I told you again, live lectures, even if you fail to attend it, recorded is there. Getting the picture here. And because you are a working professional, there will be a lot of things which you will understand better. Why? Than any full-time professional. Sorry, full-time aspirant. Why? You're dealing with people. One of the biggest advantage what working professionals have over any full-time aspirant is working professionals deals with people on a regular basis. Working professionals actually do better in interview than actually just a college pass out. It is true because you're only sitting with books, you're never interacting with people. Working professionals on a daily day, they are dealing with challenges. Daily. Office politics, this, that, targets, that, this, etc. You finally go to the interview board. You are already in a position to handle the stress. Got the picture here? Even the interview board's attitude also towards a person who is already in profession, that is different. That is a reality. There is a difference between somebody who has just come out of college and somebody who is already who's already employed, who is already working, who is having that experience. Getting the point here? So no matter whatever be the stress, change your job if it is necessary. Go to another company. Maybe take a lesser package or whatever. Or maybe get into a company where the work schedule is beneficial for you. Do all of that. No issues. But don't quit your job. Especially the girls. Now I will address the girls because many people are telling me, sir, you're always supportive of boys. Nothing like that. But especially to the girls, I will tell you, you need your financial independence. Alright, to all the girls out there, if you are having a job, don't quit it for UPSC. Ulta, maintain the job and do the preparation. Oh my god. Tips for 12th standard to start UPSC. So again, start from NCERT. The same answer only. Start from our NCERT series. The NCERT compilation PDF is available in PW only IAS website for free. You can download it and start watching our NCERT compilation videos. 2028 Warner Venki, again the same answer. I answered that, Sohan. Do we need to remember each and everything about current affairs? Actually, yes. Each and everything becomes important because these days there is no guarantee what question will come from current affairs. So, should you by heart everything? No. Repeated reading. As you read the PDF, highlight the important areas, important keywords, important data. Then keep revisiting it. Babu, like I told you, there is nothing best and worst and all. English or regional language, any language, whatever you're comfortable with. I agree, in regional language, getting content or material is not easy. So the only other option is get the content in English and then translate it into the regional language, which will take a lot of time. That is there. Effort is there. Nothing comes easy. Not able to study at home. Parents doesn't allow to go to library. There will be a time when your parents are sleeping or when the shore in the house actually comes down. Adjust your time according to it. Either wake up early in the morning or stay back late into the night. That is the only way. Tanuja Chaudhary, overthinking happens regarding what will happen. That will always be the right. Overthinking is always a part of life. Let me be very honest to you. So how to avoid overthinking? By immersing yourself in work. Keeping yourself totally busy to the point where you don't even have time to think. So to be very honest, I'm blessed today to have such a life. I am very, very, very busy. I keep thanking God for that, to be very honest, because that is the only time where I don't have time for any negative thinking. Otherwise, I keep unnecessarily connecting. What if this happens and that happens and this happens? Who knows? Who knows the full story? Who knows what will happen in future? Getting the point? Yesterday was a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why it is called a present. Tomorrow, let us see. That is a future. Let it be. Love you too, Avinash. Yeah, just one thing here. Listen, even though I'm going to sound a little pompous here, that I am a little famous now, thanks to all the viral videos out there. I came across 2 to 3 fake accounts of mine in Instagram. Let me just tell you, I have now made my account meta verified, and for all the reasons, let me tell you, I will never call myself as the most intellectual teacher of UPSC. Some gentleman or woman or lady has actually made an account with the title most intellectual faculty of UPSC. That is a title, and my photo is there. My name is also there. So people, I am available in Insta also. Meta verified it is. That means a blue tick is there. You can reach out to me there even if you have a query. All right. I didn't get that question. Roadmap for UPSC 2028. Again, the same thing. Start with the NCERT. Same thing. How to manage LLB with UPSC. What is the same thing, Abhishek? Like I told you, the same thing, whatever I have told for the engineering students also. Priority should be your LLB. And because you're already doing your LLB, what happens is polity is already in your pocket. One very big subject is already in your pocket. So it becomes easier for you. So if you have the liberty of either preparing for law as your optional or even taking a PSIR as your optional. So already many things are sorted out for you. Preparation for working people, like I told you, it is the same thing. This is Dream UPSC. This is the same thing like I told you. You don't have to compare yourself with anybody. That this person is doing that many hours, that person is doing this many hours. That is not at all required. Understand one thing, you're financially independent. That is power. Money is power. Understand that. That will give you a lot of freedom to take decisions of your own life. Don't sacrifice that for any exam. Do the preparation parallelly. If you have not joined for any coaching, my request to you all is, again, consider this. Consider this. That is, you are too busy with your professional life. Let us say, too busy. Giving an attempt in 2026 is not going to be easy for you. Even I will agree that. I will agree with that because it is not easy. With the classes, with your 9 to 5 or 10 to 5, with your night shift, day shift, whatever it is not going to be easy. So what I would recommend to all the working professionals would be Pinnacle Batch. Because it is stretched out 2 years. And you can also breathe that, okay, this is happening parallelly. And to all the working professionals, one more request. Don't tell it to your parents. Don't tell it to your relatives. Don't tell it to your best friends, office colleagues, nobody that you are doing this. Don't tell it to anybody. Do it parallelly. Because if you clear it, the world will get to know. If you don't clear it, let nobody know. Got the point here? You don't have to take unnecessary pressure. Like I keep telling, keep this as a side dish. So in 2 years' time, your answer writing, your CSAT, everything will get taken care of. So you need not worry, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You need not actually go crazy for this. So you will have plenty of time to choose your optional. You will have plenty of understanding, okay, these GS subjects are there. I am getting attracted to this particular subject. Let me pick it up. That you can do. You can take your decision slowly. There is no rush. Got the picture? I am doing BSc CS. What I do, sir? I didn't understand, Vivek Gautam. What I do means I didn't understand. What are you expecting from me? You are in 10th now. Please grab your cricket bat and cricket ball. Go out and play. B Farm choice for optional. I'm not so sure. Please check out the optional list from UPSC's website. What is your spiritual, pleasant, clear, pura name, sir? People, please stop spamming it. There are genuine candidates who are asking their doubts. Tips for answer writing. Well, not much tips as such. Any question if you take. For example, this was once an internal security question. That is line of actual control and line of control. What is the trace the historical significance and differences of these two? Line of actual control is between India and China. Line of control is between India and Pakistan. Line of control came about after the name came about after 1971. But then the origins go back to the 1947-48, the first India-Pakistan war over J&K. Line of actual control is nothing but a series of dots. So what have I done here? What is line of actual control? What is line LOC? I have to define it first. Where it is drawn, which in between which two countries? When did it come about? When is the year? After which year it came about? What are the outstanding issues? And because they are clearly mentioning about borders here, obviously what will I have to do? I'll have to draw the Indian map. I'll have to draw this. So with the same ink only, that is your Siachen Glacier. This is line of control. Line of actual control, there is no clear data for it. It is just a series of dots. So that is how it is. This is how you study. This is how you write. And how do you go about it? Again, any topic you take, there is a simple way to crack it. What is it? Where is it? Why? When? Which? And then how? You're able to answer all these questions. Your understanding becomes very clear. How can I prepare for UPSC now studying first year? Again, the same answer only. Start with NCERT series. Start with NCERT first. Get a basic idea first. Then decide. Optional for computer science engineering. You should pick up your optional. I cannot help you. I cannot help you there. Basically, I'm in the intermediate level. See, English language, I have told you multiple times. You can read and you can understand means just study the notes of the concerned faculties. It is not necessary that you should have a very high vocabulary to crack UPSC. That is all. Those are just myths. The idea here is keep your sentences very short. If you are actually not so confident about any language, basically English you are not so confident about, the only thing to do is what? Keep sentences, keep it short plus simple. That is the only thing to do. Psychology as optional. Vaishnavi Rajput. I am not in a position to actually recommend anything because I didn't have enough marks for my mains. My mains marks, I was less by 19 marks. So I missed out from the final list because of that. For my interview, I had 187. Interview went really well for me, but my mains marks were very less. That is the reason I couldn't crack the exam. And after that, I never got that same level of confidence. Normally, when people go to the interview level, their confidence should have gone up. But my confidence ulta went down. Because I was like, after all this, how come I didn't clear, etc. So that affected me. My failure, I allowed my failure to affect me a lot. That is the reality. I was not mentally strong enough to handle the failure. I couldn't take it. So that actually affected my subsequent preparations. Definitely. See, one particular academy is more than enough. You're following PW, just stick with PW. Just follow the instructions of the faculties. Don't get any backlogs. Maintain it as it is. I already answered that, Aditya. You can study. You can start with it. Self-preparation, etc. I already told you. If you're doing self-preparation, I've already told you in the beginning of the lecture now how to go about it. I have already mentioned it. You can visit the beginning of the same video and you will get to know. World Geography series, we will consider it. We will consider it. I'll put the same thing across the team here. Maybe we can do something about it. Whoever is preparing for SSC because your elders told you, please prepare. That is what even I would say. And SSC also, unfortunately, now UPSC, we are not sure whether we will clear or not clear. But SSC is one such exam where you have no idea. You don't know whether the exam will take place on time, whether there will be any issues. You never know. But the advantage when you prepare for SSC is you are automatically preparing for banking exam, railway exam, and to some extent, RBI grade B exam. So what I would suggest is whatever exams are there with the same syllabus of SSC, give all of it. Give all of them. So you will end up cracking one or the other exam. If your preparation for SSC is really sincere, you're practicing maths very diligently, you will crack. Once you get the job, start preparing for UPSC. You don't require 6 attempts, 7 attempts, or 50, 100 ranks, 1200 ranks and all. You just need 1 attempt and 1 rank. Don't be too selfish. Allow other people to take the other ranks. That's it. Just 1 attempt, 1 proper attempt, proper rank. That is more than enough. That will depend upon, see, people whoever are asking, can I clear UPSC if I start my attempt today? If I start my attempt tomorrow, will I clear 2027? Do I look like somebody who is telling Bhavishyavani? Many people have actually criticized me, telling that I sound like Nityananda. Getting the point. I don't know whether to take it as an insult or whether to take it as a compliment. But any which ways, the fact of the matter here is, even though I may sound, for some people at least, I may sound like Nityananda, I don't do Bhavishyavani and all. So ultimately, whether you crack civil service or not, it is left in your hands. How much effort you are putting in, how much disciplined you are. Yes, you can start your answer writing, Shai Vardhan. So I'm a doctor and my handwriting is very bad. I'm preparing. What should I do? Improve your handwriting. What else to do? Sparsh Chandra. There is a police constable there. 1 minute. Andhra Pradesh police constable. Because in politics there are many philosophers. Backup exam for UPSC would be to give your state services. That is something which is very closer with UPSC syllabus. PYQs are enough for prelims. It is not that it is enough. It is a minimal thing that you can do. Minimal thing. You have to do it. Don't keep yourself motivated. Motivation is just like hunger, thirst. You will not have it prolonged for a prolonged time period. What you need is discipline. That means even when you're not in the mood, you don't have the mood to do anything, you are doing it. That is the point. You're not in the mood, but still you're doing it because that is a demand of the job. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with whether you are having motivation. Aaj man nahi kar raha hai. That you cannot do. In other words, you have to be an adult when it comes to this exam. Behave like an adult. Do you ever see your mother complaining from the kitchen? Aaj man nahi hai khana pakane ka. No, whatever it is, sardi, garmi, winter season, summer season, whatever it is, she will get up, she'll be there in the kitchen at the usual time. Why? She's an adult. She's not a baby. So you all have to buckle up, grow up, stop behaving like babies and become a man or a woman. And then start taking it up. Okay, I have to do this come what may. Whether I am in the mood, I am not in the mood, whether breakup happened, whether patch up happened, whether I am hungry, biryani I got, or pulao I ordered and chicken I got, whatever be the reason. You are alive, you are able to sit up, you are able to stand up, you are studying. Apart from PYQs, what can make the selection clear? See, apart from PYQs, what can make the selection, you can ensure your selection basically is, these days especially, many people will say you have to choose, scoring optional, the optional with the, what is it? Easy syllabus. There is nothing like that. Earlier, when I used to write, I remember optional used to be the de facto subject that decided your fate. Because ultimately, when you compare all the marks here, GS 1, 2, 3, 4 with essay, you compare and see the differences, was hardly much of a difference. But these days, that is not the case. These days, GS 1, 2, 3, 4 essay plus your interview performance, everything matters in your final score. And interview, etc., one must understand, it is basically, you have to maintain a pro-government stance. I'm not talking about pro-BJP or pro-Congress, pro-government. You're not supposed to be a critique of government. That is what they look into. They are looking for officers who can follow orders and execute them. That is a quality that they are looking into. They are not looking for activists to do andolan, to do dharna, to do strike. No. So once you understand this, you can take it up. So these are the factors. So for these again, 1, 2, 3, 4 and your essay, what is the most important thing necessary? It is obviously answer writing. Whoever does answer writing practice, especially from 2013 to 2024, all the GS 1, 2, 3, 4 and essay who have practiced as well as your optional, whoever does this, they have a very high chance of clearing the exam. I don't think so. Psych enemy, I told you. You asking me whether you will be able to clear UPSC or not, that is in your hands. I told you. That is the same answer that I have to tell you again and again. It is in your hands. How much effort you are putting, what type of materials are you referring, whether you're taking coaching or whether you're doing self-preparation, everything will matter there. How good is your CSAT? How good is your grasp over the basics of every subject? Everything will matter. See, whatever you're watching, the state PCS ke liye, whatever tayari you are doing, my current affairs, will it be sufficient to an extent? Yes. But then what I would recommend to you would be again and again, the static portion, whatever is there under general awareness, get it covered from NCERT. One year of current affair. Essay paper, there is nothing to approach. It is basically to write answer practice. Practice essay also, one simple rule is there when it comes to essay writing. Keep paragraphs small. Two or three lines. That is enough for one paragraph. You don't have to write very, very big paragraph. So if I'm writing about Ramayana, okay, there was a king called Ram. Ram was married to Sita. Ram and Sita were in love with each other. I will write it till that will be my last sentence here. Ram and Sita loved each other. Next, what I will write? Obviously, they spent time in the forest. But that I can write it either as the next sentence of this paragraph or the fresh sentence of my second paragraph. That is, in an essay, always you have to see is the last sentence of the previous paragraph and the first sentence of the next paragraph, are they in sync? Is there a connect? Is there a flow? Getting the point here. So if you start writing about, okay, Ram and Sita loved each other, then straight away you jump to, then there was another king called Ravana. There is no flow there. Flow should be maintained. There should always be an organic connect between the last sentence of the previous paragraph and the first sentence of the next paragraph. If you are able to maintain that everywhere, you will get very good marks for your essay. Glad to know that, Harsh. Opinion on vote chori. Priorities, because see, okay, even if you take it for granted, let us take it for the sample that vote chori did take place. Should we cancel the elections that took place in Karnataka where Congress is ruling? Should we cancel the elections that took place in 2024? No. Whatever elections have happened now, that results will continue to remain. Correct? But then we'll need to find a solution. What is the solution? We will be moving into electronic voting. That is what is going to happen. We all are going to go into electronic voting pretty soon. That will happen. Maybe by 2029 or by 2034. Keep reading it, Payal. That is the only way. Go through it. See, everything will not be a blank. Everything, especially in GS paper 1, etc. If you see, there are a lot of static topics. Even with GS paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, we can put it on hold. But paper 2, paper 3, etc. There are a lot of static topics. Nothing to do with current affairs. That is paper 2 and all. If you see, they have straight away asked about Finance Commission and its powers. So there are many topics there which is totally like dead. They are like dead topics. There is nothing to update over there. That you can write and practice. Is it enough to clear prelims? No, it is just the basic thing to do. Once you are very thorough with all your concepts, what you need to do is start giving mock tests. Will you watch Coolie movie, Rajini? Depends. Right now, if I get to spend some time with my son, that will be more than enough. All right, Harsh, take care. How to start preparation for 2027 with college? Suhani Sharma. Like I told you, you can start with NCERTs here. That is one option. If you're doing self-preparation, follow NCERT, all of this which I've explained in the beginning of the class, just refer to the beginning. Or if you are not having any financial issues, etc., my recommendation to you would be to go and join for this Pinnacle batch. It is over a 2-year time period. We will complete the entire syllabus of UPSC and you will be able to get all these facilities, whatever is there. This will be there. One more point I want to tell you is there is another. Those of you who are looking for focused attention, you want mentorship, etc. There is another program of ours, which is separate, Select 360. You need to pay for it separately. But again, offers are running here, where you will get dedicated membership. You will have access to UPSC Khazana, where you will have videos, recorded lectures of each subject by other faculties, other than the ones who are teaching you. You can access them. Prelims plus mains test series will be there. Set of 24 UPSC Wala books, hard copy you will get. Daily answer writing with evaluation will be there. NCERT recorded lectures will be available. A mains program will be there, Srijan's mains program, which will basically train you for the mains, and you will also get the interview guidance program. All these will be there. Obviously, interview guidance program will be provided only obviously when you clear the mains. So this is also available. Getting the point here. So you can go for this also. It is left to you, Aderla. But if you're doing self-preparation, I would recommend you to go through NCERT. Help me to cover the syllabus. How will I help you to cover the syllabus? You have to cover it by yourself. I took Select 360, but I didn't get test series. Okay, if that is the case, the test series will come. Not that you join it immediately, you will get the test series. No. Only after a certain time. There is a time duration for these test series. That is, it is generally given during that month just before the prelims. During the month, 1 or 2 months before the prelims, only these test series, etc. will be given. Not that the day when you join, immediately they will start with the test series. No. That is not how it is. All of this you will get at the correct scheduled timetable. Getting the point? Not that on day one only you join, you take up Select 360 and we will start with the interview guidance program. No. There is a timetable to that also. After each time period only, we will release one by one. Because there should be it should be organized. Depending upon which language you are comfortable with, choose either Prarambh or Pinnacle. If you are okay with English, go for Pinnacle. Again, you are asking me hypothetical questions. I cannot guarantee 300 marks for the optional paper, to be very honest. That again depends upon the nature of the question paper that year. That again, UPSC only has the command. I cannot even guarantee what will be the performance of other students there who have taken up the same optional. So all of this will matter. Is completion of main syllabus still possible by December? I don't know. I'm not. That will depend upon whether you are preparing by yourself or not. Siddharth Chetri. How to overcome doubts and overthinking. Wingfire, keep yourself busy. Minimum hours to be spent on preparation as a working professional. Linga Prasad, at least can you get 2 hours? That would be the minimum. How to cover Lakshmikant polity from scratch. Read it page to page. Both you can do, Haripriya. Either you cover all the NCERTs first or you go by topic wise based on the PYQs. Any which way. How to know I am well prepared or not? Try giving the mocks, you will get to know. How to stop fear of competitors? You have to stop. Malayaliyano. ഒന്നാന്തരം മലയാളിയാണ്. 916 പ്യൂരിറ്റിയോടെ കൂടിയുള്ള മലയാളിയാണ്. CSAT preparation. Practice maths, Pinky. That is the only solution. I've finished my coaching. What are the clear busy? You have finished your coaching, just revise all the notes. That is the only thing to do. See, Piyush, looking at other people, why they have scored better in the test, that is not at all going to serve you any purpose. You need to find out why where you went wrong, why your marks went wrong, how many questions you got wrong because of your stupidity. Okay, I will use a little more lesser controversial word. Maybe because of your carelessness. Okay, how many questions you got wrong because of your carelessness? Number one. Number two, how many questions you got wrong because you unnecessarily went and attempted it. There was no need. You didn't know A, B, C, D of the question. You simply went and attempted it. Number three, how many questions you got wrong because of your poor conceptual clarity. That is, you didn't know the concept. Number four, how many questions you left. Again, because of poor conceptual clarity. That is, if you would have read things properly, studied properly, you could have answered those questions. This should be your concern, not what your neighbor is doing. Your neighbor may be doing 1,000 things. Doesn't mean that you also should do it. So that is how you improve. Focus should be always on self-improvement, not what somebody else is doing. Because when the more you focus on your competition, or when you focus on other people, be it your neighbor, your friend, whatever, the more you focus on them, what is happening? You are investing your energy there. So who will grow? Your friend will grow. Your neighbor will grow. Always observe. When you are not focusing on yourself, when you are focusing your energy on somebody else, oh, look at them growing, look at them growing. They will continue to grow. They'll continue to perform. Same energy, you invest it on yourself. How to start NCERT? Again, the same answer which I've answered in the beginning. See, these are actually, to be very honest, pretty lame questions. How to start NCERT means what? Just start reading it. Visit PWOLI's website, download these textbooks, and then start reading them. Simultaneously, also, we are releasing videos in YouTube. In the same channel, PWOLIIAS. Already geography videos are there. Polity, we have started uploading it from today, so you can watch them. You can crack this exam even if you've not done your graduation from government college. If you've done it even through distance education program from any UGC approved colleges, IGNU, etc., you can still crack this exam. You failed in 10th, you didn't crack engineering, you didn't study in IIT, none of that matters. I know people with 50%, less than 50% in 10th and 12th cracking this exam. Even not, they didn't go to any college. They did their basic degree through distance education program, distance learning program, and they cracked it first attempt. There are plenty of people like that. Plenty are there. You can study another subject along with that. P. Shivardhan. You can study other subjects also. Keep it parallel. Keep it, at least keep two subjects. Suggestions for overcoming fear for exam. Fear comes when you're not sure of your preparation. So how to avoid fear? By focusing on your preparation, not on the outcome of the exam. Focus on, okay, these subjects I have to study. So focus on that. How can we bring discipline in us? You have to bring it, no other go. See, there is nothing called how will you bring discipline, how will you bring this, there is nothing like that. It is just that you wake up, open the book, start reading. As simple as that. Never look at the clock. Let us say now, what I would call is, don't look at clock. I'll give you a small philosophy here. The other day I was thinking about it. Don't look at clock or watch, whatever. Don't look at time. You have to go out somewhere, some deadline is there, then do one thing, set alarms. That you can do. Set different alarms. That is, you need to go out somewhere, meet somebody, or some deadline is there in college. For all that, you set an alarm. Then throw your phone away, throw your watch away. Sit and study. Because when you have your watch, what happens? Oh, I studied for 1 hour. Oh, I studied for 2 hours. That will be your trend. Don't do that. Just sit, read. When you finish reading the target, you set a target. When you finish reading the target, take the next book. If the alarm goes off, then, oh yeah, I need to go there. Go. Because when you look at the time, what happens is, this happens with me even today. Sometimes it happens with me and I have to correct myself. What happens? Let us say the time is now 8:02, right? So 8:02. So always we have this thing to round it off. 8:02. Okay, fine. I will start at 8:15. And we'll be busy watching something online. Then 8:15 will become 8:17. Then we'll be like, oh, it's already 8:17. Then I'll start it at 8:30. Like that, you keep pushing the time away. Oh, let me start it. Because apparently if you don't start it at a round of time, that is sharp 8, sharp 8:15, sharp 8:30, then automatically what will happen? That, oh, something big will happen. Nothing. So the thing what I would tell you is, the simple philosophy in your life, just don't look at the clock. Just set alarms. You have deadlines to achieve, or you need to go out somewhere, set alarm. This time, this work. Then throw your phone away. Start reading. That is discipline. This is procrastination. You are pushing things away. Let it be 8:15. Then 8:30, it will never start at 8:30 again. Because what happens? 8:30 will somehow become 8:37. Then you will be like, anyway, it is 8:37. Now I'll start it at 9 o'clock. 9. And as you open the book, your mother or your father will call you for dinner. You will have dinner. Full stomach. You will go, you'll feel sleepy. 1 hour easily wasted. This is what happens. So don't look at the clock. You want to be disciplined, don't look at the clock, only set alarms. Try that for a week. Any subject, Muhammad Fardeen Khan. Focus, Tanish Chowdhury, first focus on your Rajasthan Administrative Service. Crack that exam first. Then focus on UPSC. Not active recall. Tito, I will always recommend repeated rereading. How to come over polity backlog. Try to cover 1 backlog per day. Listening to music and studying really work? No, I don't think so. Multitasking is a very bad idea, especially when you want to do any task. Forget anything. Any job you want to do, first finish that task. Prioritize. Because otherwise, slowly you will move to the lyrics of the song. And if it is a song by, let us say, Mr. My God, what is his name? Arjit Singh and all. Then automatically you will start thinking about your lover, and then in that track you will go. Don't do that. When you are studying, only study. Like I told you, don't look at the time, don't look at anything, keep reading, keep reading, keep reading. Parents call you for dinner, go and have your dinner. Come back, keep reading. You feel tired, go off to sleep. That's it. Once in a week or something. Like for example, now somebody was asking me, Coolie movie is coming. So you waited, okay, now this movie is going to come. You have never taken any breaks. You have been studying continuously. That one day you go out, have a movie, probably have food from outside, come back, continue studying. Pravina, Jasmine, don't count the hours when you're taking up coaching. Because when you're taking up coaching, it is difficult to put that many hours to study. So what you do is, as you finish your coaching, what you do is, you keep reading all the notes. Read all the notes of that day. At least do that much. Read the notes. Don't study, just read them. How to cover current affairs? Reading it. Thank you, Mohit. Even I am a fan of yours. Shrikant. PWS Tamil textbooks. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் இல்ல. See, if you're taking up our batch, even if you're not done your NCERTs, you can still take it up. That is what I'm trying to tell you. You can still take it up. Getting the point. NCERT series, the purpose, like I've told you a million times, it is the basics. This is the fundamental thing that you have to study if you're preparing for any government exam in the country. Banking, railways, SSC, Intelligence Bureau, UPSC, RBI, Grade B, banking, any government exam, state service, all of this. Daily schedule for working professionals. Sujay Kumar, do one thing. Contact me out here. This is my Telegram ID at Nikhil Ram Pabad. So if you reach out to me, you can message me there. There I have, based on your working schedule, your work schedule, what time you wake up and what time you have to work, based on that I can tell you. Throw your phone away. That is the only way to avoid distractions. Software versus government jobs. Stuck in life. See, there is nothing called being stuck in life and all. It is all a matter of decision. It is all a matter of priority. So you need to decide. If you only want to stay in any particular zone, oh, I don't, UPSC stuff, so I will stay within this, means that is a comfort zone. Life begins outside the comfort zone. So until and unless you don't know what you're capable of, if you don't try anything in life, you will never know what is your talent, what you're capable of. See, like I told you, public administration, when I told the amount of books that one needs to study, the purpose was if you're doing self-preparation. But like I told you, if you're attending my class, I can guarantee you, I will only tell you one textbook to study. The other textbooks, whatever is there, that is my job to read and make notes from it, not your job. Number two, as far as paper 2 is concerned, just 30% of the syllabus is static. Paper 2. The rest of the 70% is completely dynamic. That is, it is straight away from the current affairs. If you take up PABAT paper 2, you will understand. PABAT's paper 2 and GS paper 2 means hardly any difference. So what do? The current affair updation is what you need. And you need to connect it with paper 1. That is again my job. So that is the point here. I cannot. So this is how I do things. Because I never like the fact that I have to read a notebook, then read 10 other textbooks. I never used to like it even when I was preparing for UPSC. So what I don't like, I won't suggest my students to do also. That is why I always tell my notes, Mohit Bhattacharya, enough. Just read, Kiran, nothing else. You have to improve. See, falling down is not a problem. Anybody will fall. Everybody will fall. That is not anybody's fault. But if you don't pick yourself up, that is definitely your fault. You fall, cry. It is okay. But then get up. That is very, very important. Okay, many people have reached out to me. Good. I'll answer to all your messages. Because I demand time to prepare for UPSC. I decided to take it. Please give me some tips. Ruchita, you can take it slow. Just take it very slow now. You have plenty of time. You're giving an attempt only in 2029. Just take it slow. You've decided on your optional everything. So prepare on that. I think commerce or something you've taken up. Prepare on that. By when should I be starting and finishing optional sociology? Depending upon your attempt. If you're giving it in 2026, I would suggest you to join the classes as early as in November. That is what I would recommend to you. Get it done earlier. If it is in 2027, 2028 also, again I will recommend the same thing. Take it up early because get it out of the way. Get the foundational syllabus, get the optional, everything out of the way. Get all the notes written and taken care of. So once that is ready, now you need to just spend time on revision. I would suggest online coaching, Dolly Shukla, if you're starting from zero. Smoking more while preparing. You're already smoking just for an exam. If you don't quit now, don't worry. Even before you probably write the exam, your expiry date will be near. Okay, I think it is almost the same things. Whatever are coming now, these are almost the same things. So pain of regret, sir. Don't keep any regret. That is the point. What is pain in life is to lose your parents. That is pain. So sometimes people ask me, why do I have this very condescending, very rude, very arrogant behavior? The reason being that I have students who have lost their parents. I have students whose mother is completely bedridden, father has abandoned them. I have students who are only living with their old grandparents now because both their parents expired. I have students who are, shuttling between hospital and their home because one of their parent is having a heart issue or maybe even suffering from cancer. So when I look at them, those are the issues of life. Whereas whatever questions I am getting over here, how to get discipline, how to get motivation, these are nothing but royal Amul baby type questions, to be very honest. You people have no idea what is the challenge of life. Or maybe your girlfriend would have left you or boyfriend left you. Those are not the pain in life. Pain in life is to see your parents, burying your parents when you still don't have an address of your own. That is the challenge of life. You're physically handicapped. That is a challenge of life. You're suffering from a disease. That is a challenge of life. You're living in a very big joint family, especially to the girls here from rural area, where every day you have one or the other job. That is, today it is washing, tomorrow it is cleaning. The third day you have to feed the children. That is your cousins, basically, from the 2-month-old toddler, infant, to all the way to the, kuti kutis in the family. Kutis means babies, kiddos. That is a challenge. Where a girl child is told that we have taught you enough. You are the most educated girl in the entire village. We are going to conduct your marriage in the next 2 months. That is a challenge. In fact, being born as a girl in India itself is a challenge, to be very honest. So other things, when you ask me, to be very honest, I really get irritated. Because if you are having everything, you have supportive parents, they are paying your fees, they are supporting you completely, you are able to eat 4 meals a day, your parents are all healthy and fine, you need to literally buckle up, man up to the challenge and work hard. And if you give filthy and silly reasons like I am having this, I am having that, if you do all of this, I only have my pity for you. My view doesn't matter, Mr. Motivation. Please visit anthropology videos and sociology videos before you actually take a call. I'm just reading NCERT, not understand. What should I do, sir? Please tell me. Tetan, you can visit our lecture series. There it will get cleared. Magar, Tejas, what you can do is, even if you cannot attend the offline, you can attend the online classes. Compare the syllabus and see, Mr. RR, and which part of MA syllabus matches with public administration. You are a NEET aspirant, can I give UPSC exam? Ponika, clear your NEET first. Get into a college, then think about UPSC. Very good, Nene. Prepare secretively only. Don't tell it to anybody. No, optional, you will have to enroll for it separately. These batches, that is Pinnacle, Select, Select 360 or Pinnacle or Titan, they all revolve around your GS subjects, general study subjects. All right. So I think most after NCERT series, what should I do if I'm in graduation? Pupun Sahu, I have already answered that in the beginning of the lecture. So you can go to the beginning of our class and get that doubt addressed. That is the only thing that you can do there. All right. Maths optional, PW only IS does have a maths optional. Anuj Mandhare, I would suggest you to please consider it. Whichever subject you like, Sachin, that optional is good. How to manage optional and GS together. I'm having optional coaching, but not the GS. Well, attending the classes. That's all. All right, people. So let us call it a day. We have been interacting for more than 1 hour, 15 minutes now. So all the very best to you all. So like I told you, if you are, consider these batches, consider the fees also. Also understand the fact that just because it is affordable doesn't mean we are compromising on quality here. We are the best. We work with the best to deliver the best. All right, people. And whatever it is, last but not the least, nothing is easy in life. Let me be very honest here. Anything that you want to do, anything that you want to achieve, you will have to put in a lot of work for it. You will have to do a lot of sacrifice for it. So point is, are you sacrificing consciously or unconsciously? If you're doing it consciously, oh, I'm struggling so much, then it is not sacrifice. It becomes sacrifice when you do it unconsciously, involuntarily. You end up working very hard. That is when it is sacrifice. So I end up my this class with a quote from Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak, which goes something like this. There are greater powers that decides the destiny of men and nations. It may be the will of the providence that the cause which I represent may prosper more by my suffering than by my remaining free. Jai Hind, people. Good night. Take care.